It's another day, another episode of Your Daily Scrum with professional Scrum trainers Todd Miller and Ryan Ripley. We get up each and every day to help you get better with Scrum and associated ideas each and every day. We wrote this book. It's right back here, Fixing Your Scrum. Be sure to like and subscribe. Never miss an episode. 52% of you are not subscribed right now. What's up? Subscribe. Leave your comments and questions below. We love it. We'll get back to you. We'll answer or even turn them into videos. Share all this with your friends. Buy some merch. We've got the margins down to where it's basically, it's as low as we can get them. And so we want you out there wearing Agile for Human stuff. So check that out. Spread the word. Help us get more subscribers. Do all that great stuff. Sharing is caring. Leave a tip for Todd. He likes to get caffeinated. All right, that's all the YouTube stuff.
And some treats for Ray's. Look, it's a Ray kind of day again. Ray's here.
There we go.
So you're in the background sleeping.
Yeah.
Having a little relaxing moment. Digging some Agile. We need to get her an Agile for Humans dog collar, maybe.
Ooh. Or like a bandana.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
There we go.
She'd like that.
Todd, today's question. The halo effect. Mm-hmm. What is it?
Yeah, I will do what we've done every time, and I will read out loud the halo effect, then you and I will talk about it. Cool. The halo effect, sometimes called the halo error, is the tendency for positive impression of a person, company, brand, or product in one area to positively influence one's opinion or feelings in the other areas. Halo effect is the name given to the phenomenon whereby evaluators tend to be influenced by previous judgments of performance or personality. The halo effect, which is a cognitive bias, can possibly prevent someone from accepting a person, a product, or brand on the idea of an unfounded belief on what is good or bad. This is no reference to Master Chief, if you get what I'm talking about there. That's a popular video.
Leave a +1 in the comments.
Yeah.
Todd, Apple comes immediately to mind here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the iPhone 14 was announced, and Eve Jobs even tweeted out how it wasn't innovative. It's, hey, welcome to the new phone. It looks like the old phone. And but a lot of people are super excited about the iPhone 14, even though it's just getting trashed for not being innovative. And you can't make them any bigger. And so they're really struggling to do new things. And I love iPhone. I have an iPhone, but objectively, the 14 is not impressive, but there's still people super impressed. Is this the halo effect?
It could be. You know what it could be too? It could be. Let's suppose another version of an operating system comes out. It could be your cognitive bias to buy Apple. You could be cognitively biased to buy Apple and the products, and now they do a really good job of integrating their things. But what if something is far superior and cheaper?
Yep.
You might just be like, but it's Apple. I'm going to stick with Apple instead of this new far superior thing that's cheaper, right? It's just because you've had a positive experience with an iPhone, that doesn't necessarily guarantee you're going to have a positive experience with a MacBook, right? You may be better off having a Surface, but your cognitive bias towards Apple products has you buying them.
So I wonder if there's an idea here too, that price doesn't always fix your market issue. Right? Even if you come up with the cheaper thing, some people are just going to be biased towards a different product. Maybe value and breaking that bias is really where the focus should be, and not just on cost.
Yeah, and I don't think this is avoidable. Is it? I think the same thing could be true for vehicles, right? I'm a huge fan of Jeep, right? I love my Wrangler. We're a Jeep family. I'm biased towards Jeep, right? Now comes the Bronco.
Yeah,
right?
Bronco's beautiful, right?
Yeah, but I'm still gonna say my Jeep can do anything and probably better than a Bronco, even though I don't know for sure whether that's true or not. So
yeah, I think this is one for product owners to be careful of, right? Are we relying on this too much? This could be a vulnerability. Right? If we're relying on people to just love our product because they've always loved our product, maybe that's an issue. This is just a good thing to keep in the back of the head. Maybe even as you're talking to customers, try to discern whether or not the halo effect is at play. And what you can do to either strengthen that effect. I mean, maybe you play into it, or maybe you need to break it, depending on what's going on.
Yeah, I would think too, Ryan, that we could say that the tech world needs to be the developers need to be cognizant of this. Just because you used a library in the past and it was successful doesn't mean there's not better things out there, right? So I think it's constantly trying to avoid being comfortable with what we did and really try to fit the tool for purpose, right?
I think this is where evidence-based management can really help us too. We can measure and manage the different outcomes, and we can actually now, as you like to say, data doesn't make people more rational.
It makes it more. It makes I really believe that. I really think that data makes people more irrational.
I'm starting to think you're right about that, but at least you have some data that shows, oh, wait a minute, maybe this thing that I thought was good isn't. And that can really help us get through a lot of these biases and errors. So EBM, there's a free playlist that's going to pop up at the end of the video. Check that out, right? This is something that can really help us against some of these biases and can help us make some cleaner decisions.
Yeah.
All right, let's pop up that end screen. Be sure to like and subscribe. Never miss an episode. Our socials are active. Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn are where we're at primarily. Some videos are going to pop up that I mentioned. Check out those free classes. Hey, how about some merch? Get a new mug. I love drinking out of the Agile for Humans mug. I've got a nice little Squirrel Burger phone cover, some stickers. I love this stuff. Look, I'll even show you. Here it is. The Squirrel Burger iPhone case. It's lovely. Available up on the merch store. But yeah, check all that stuff out. Leave us some comments and questions. Let us know what you think about this series. What do you want to hear about next? We're here to serve you, so let us know what you'd like to hear. For Todd, I'm Ryan. Go forward and do some great Scrum things. Don't fall into this bias, especially when it comes to story points, because they are trash. And we'll see you tomorrow.